This is TWiT.
We are joined by a speaker, a front-end developer, and the founder of Black Tech Pipeline. It's Pariss Athena. Welcome to the show, Pariss.
Hi, thanks. I'm excited to be on.
Yeah, we are pumped to have you here. So let's talk about Black Tech Pipeline. What is it, and what would you like the listeners to know about Black Tech Pipeline?
Yeah, so Black Tech Pipeline is this service-based platform where I provide resources, community, and opportunity to Black technologists in the tech industry. So I work with employers and opportunity extenders, and I connect them with talent within my database. And
Gotcha.
my new website's coming soon. That's the temporary one.
Yeah. So opportunity extenders, could you explain that to me?
Yeah. So I define opportunity extenders as people who want to maybe collaborate. So just like you can market tech products, they want people within my community to market their products, and they get like a referral fee. So I don't really know how else to name them except saying they're opportunity extenders, because you're getting an opportunity to have another stream of income. I work with conference organizers to work with speakers within my pipeline. So there's just a bunch of different opportunities. So I just overall call them opportunity extenders.
Yeah. I like that. So let's talk about how Black Tech Pipeline came about and the Black Tech Twitter hashtag. So I think one of the things that is really kind of fascinating is seeing a social media movement kind of grow. And I love to hear those stories of how these things began. So tell us about how this all came about, including, you've got the story here on the site, on Black Tech Pipeline site.
Yeah, so it was a total accident. I had been on Twitter just sort of talking about my tech journey, looking for a job. And it was on Twitter that I noticed there was a small Black community of technologists. And I wasn't aware of that because at least where I live in Boston, and there's a huge lack of Black representation within these tech companies. So when I saw that there was a small community, I had put out that tweet asking, what does Black Twitter in tech look like? And it just happened to catch fire, and a bunch of Black technologists from all over the world ended up replying to it. And then it formed this big community. And so now here we are.
Very cool. Yeah. So I see you've got an Airtable here with a talent database. What are some of the other ways that the community can kind of join in? I think that I saw there's a Slack. What are all of the ways that the community can kind of join?
Yeah. So we have a Slack community. We have a Discord community. We have a bot for the Black Tech Twitter hashtag. So if you want to keep up with literally anyone doing anything in Black Tech Twitter and they use the hashtag, you will see it. So you can go and follow them. You can follow, anyone within our thread. And so, yeah. And we'll be launching our new platform in a few weeks. And that'll be another source where you can go and connect with the community. Yeah.
So, of course, you sent out this original message as you were kind of noticing that you were looking for other people in your industry. I suppose I'm curious, there have been times where I've put out a message and suddenly that message takes off, and it can be kind of, is this the message that's going to really go out there? Is this and then it always ends up being maybe one that I wasn't expecting. Going into this, were you hoping to form a community, or was this kind of something that came about, just suddenly you realized, wow, I can do something with this?
Yeah, that was not my intention at all. I didn't think it would catch fire or catch any attention at all because I had a really, really low follower count. So this was just totally unintentional. But and it took me a while, even when it was kind of going viral and gaining traction, it took me a minute to realize, I think I just did something. So yeah, total accident.
I kind of like those moments, I have to say. So let's say, someone is interested in getting involved. Someone wants to be a part of the group. What is sort of the process that you kind of recommend? Is it, you definitely want to join the Slack, or you want to join the Discord, or is it everything? Should they follow along on Twitter? Kind of what's the process by which they can get involved with this?
Yeah, so I usually tell everyone to go on Twitter, go on to bot Black Tech. That's the bot for Black Tech Twitter. That's the page. And if you go on there and follow the bot, then you're going to get connected with anyone in Black Tech Twitter. You can go to the thread on my page and get connected with anyone in Black Tech Twitter. And from there, you will find, we have a newsletter. And in that newsletter, it'll point you to the Slack channel, the Discord channel, the website. And so, yeah, you kind of just, when you find one source, you find them all.
Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of what I've noticed as I was looking through, is that it's very easy to kind of get access to everything. Are there ways for allies to support this organization? Is it a matter of sharing the fact that it's out there? Are there places to donate? How can people kind of help out with this?
Yeah, so it's different because I've worked with different companies who have hired out of my community, and this has all been done really informally. I've worked with companies literally through my Twitter DMs where I'm recruiting for them and getting them, sending over candidates, them hiring, people who I send over. And then I think just talking about it, making people aware that there is a newsletter, that there is this community that exists out there, using the hashtag, recommending that their network work with us. I think that's the best way to support us.
Cool.
Yeah. So from my perspective, I mean, obviously we're in the midst of a very big moment right now. A whole lot of awareness around rights, around Black rights. A lot of awareness around kind of the injustice tied to that. And it's obviously very important. How has this effort kind of tied in with the awareness that's being generated in other facets of the internet, specifically Twitter? I'm seeing so much activity on Twitter right now. How is Black Tech Pipeline kind of feeding into that overall effort right now?
Yep. So I'm actually using the newsletter to talk about how to support your Black employees during times of protest. And I just put out another newsletter today on, it's nice when companies give a statement and they donate to, different types of Black organizations, but it doesn't stop there. The tech industry is still causing harm to the Black community in different ways. And so I made a newsletter today talking about it and, what to do. If you really want to be an ally, these are the steps you need to take. And so we've been just offering our voices. It's been Black Tech Twitter, talking as a collective, and our allies listening to us and, promoting anything we say so that the word gets around.
Good.
Yeah, I guess this one final question for you, and it's less a question and more an invitation here. We have to, I feel, take every opportunity that we can to not only speak up and speak out for ourselves as Black folks, but also to find the opportunity to elevate other voices whenever we can. And so this is just a moment where, you completely have the floor. And if there's anything that, you want to say, then I hope that you would.
Yeah. So, I guess I want to rephrase what I kind of said in my newsletter today. As I said, making statements and giving donations is great and it's necessary, but there are other steps that you need to take. If you're a tech company, I want to know, what are you building and is it harmful? And, who's building it? Does everyone look the same? How do they think? Where do they come from? What is their background? You want to make sure that, underserved communities, people who look differently, think differently, come from different places are all working, to build something so that everyone can use it, and so that it's not so harmful to communities who are forgotten about because they're not in the room. They need to be at the table. So make sure you're doing your work to find these communities. We are out there. You can use the internet just to find us. There's Google, there's the social media platforms. Work with us, engage with us, build relationships with us. We're here. We want allies.